everyone, my name is Morgan and welcome back to Piofiore Faded Memories. I am very excited to continue this game today because at the end of the last video, the moment that I have been waiting for has finally happened. That moment being, we finally see the dark side of the Mafia. A member of the Mafia tried to kill me, for some reason, and so Dante and Nicola, they tortured him. He lost an ear. Reading it made me like cringe because I was like, oh god, that's so awful, but that is what I've been waiting for. Is things have been very nicey nice up until this point. And now Lily has finally seen just what the boys are capable of. So I'm super excited to see where this goes from here. Let's just jump into this. I'm ready. Okay. Days passed since the punishment. I'd been passing the time aimlessly with a nervous, heavy feeling in my heart. Hey.
Lily. 勝手に使わせてもらってごめんね。
Hey! Oh, not at all. I just got here anyway. I made my way to the kitchen in the morning, only to find Nicola there.
エスプレッソを入れていたんだ。眠気覚ましにね。君も飲む?
I'm fine. I'm feeling very awkward around you after I witnessed you cut off a man's ear.
甘い方が好きだったよね。
I suppose, but...
じゃあカフェラテにしよう。砂糖とミルクを多めに入れて。
I thought I refused, but he was just going about preparing a cup for me. Did you refuse? I don't remember. I already forget. I don't remember you saying no, though. Nicola quickly prepared it and handed me the warm cup.
青い顔をしているよ。こういう時は温まった方がいい。はい、どうぞ。
Yeah, it's the torture I witnessed. It made me pale. Thank you. I hesitantly reached for the cup. I paused for a moment, then took a sip. It tastes good.
じゃあ僕はもう行くね。ボナジョルナータ、リリー。
Nicola. I held the cup with both hands as I watched Nicola leave. After seeing him depart the kitchen, I let out a huge sigh. Flashbacks. I couldn't seem to approach Nicola like I did before since the incident in the cell, which is interesting because it's like she'd said multiple times before that like she's aware that they are criminals and they do things like this, but I guess seeing it is what really put it into picture for her. He was the same, as if nothing happened, but I guess he noticed my awkwardness. He was distancing himself a bit. Even so, he can't seem to stop being nice to me. I thought more about it as I gazed at the cafe latte in my hand. Later in the evening, the salon was amazingly lively, because last night...
いい知らせがある。
Dante spoke calmly to the men gathered in the salon with an expression gentler than usual.
今日、ドミニクの釈放が決まった。ついに警察が折れた。
Woohoo!
数日中にも屋敷へ戻るはずだ。
Hearing Dante's news brought cheers and hurrahs from the men in the salon. Very loud ones, jeez. Oh my god, why does that sound so loud? Stop it! All of us on it won't stop! It's so loud, thank goodness! Oh jeez, that sound effect was too loud! Oh my god. Dante glanced at me. I don't know how I fixed that in editing if I really could at all. But oh my god, their cheers were kind of killing my ears. My heart jumped as what happened in the cell crossed my mind.
ニコラから聞いていると思うが、ドミニクはお前の作った観音オロが食べたいと言っていた。あいつのために用意してやってくれるか?
I immediately nodded in agreement. Of course I can.
頼む。
Everyone was talking happily about Domenico's return. My mind was now occupied with figuring out what kind of cannoli to prepare. The clock showed it was just past 3. Everyone was enjoying their idle time. When suddenly Nicola entered the salon in a hurry. Hi again? He doesn't look well.
Dante, 悪い知らせだ。
Domenico, he's dead. Dante sensed something was wrong and nodded quietly, with a stern look on his face.
今朝、留置場でドミニクが死んだ。殺されたらしい。
I'm sorry, I screamed. I didn't think I was right. I was joking. Ah! Oh no. Man, he even joked saying that he was more safe in the cell. I was joking. The whole salon went silent the moment his words came out.
このことでみんなにも知っておいてもらいたいことがある。ブルローネマフィアの人間が相次いで殺されているのは知っているよね。ドミニクの死ももしかしたらその件と何かつながりがあるんじゃないかと僕は思っている。今はまだ憶測の域を出ないけど、詳しいことが分かったら改めて知らせる。とにかく一人にならないように街に出るときは警戒して。
Nicola ended his announcement as Dante stood. They both walked out of the salon, most likely to have a meeting together. The men in the salon returned to their conversations with one another, but none of them seemed to believe what they had just heard. Domenico, I couldn't fathom what happened either. Dang. I returned to my room and fell onto my bed. I faced imminent death here. The horrors back at the cell and Domenico's death came to mind. Fear and sorrow continued in succession, and burdened me beyond what I could endure. Meanwhile, I wish I could speak with Nicola like before. I mean, sure you saw him torture someone, but like you could if you wanted to. Technically nothing's changed, you just saw him cut off a man's ear, you know.
やあオルロック、急に呼び出して悪いね。
いい、仕事だから。
助かるよ。ドミニクの件、何かない？
俺が知る限り、外部から襲撃されたという話はない。侵入者がいた形跡も、内部犯の線が濃い。警察も慎重に動いてる。
Inside the police station?
なるほどね。いい情報だ。
それと、前にニコラが知りたがってたことを調べておいた。教国のロズベルグ教とラオ州の関係。金銭のやり取りがあるのは
A bishop? A high-ranking official within the state of the church. He's very popular among the people and known as a man of virtue. He's moving money with the Lao Shu though? What the heck?
でも彼女を狙ったのはラオ州の独断。ロズベルグ教はそんな指示は出してない。おそらくラオ州は彼女を盾にしてロズベルグ教と取引するか脅すつもりだったんだと思う。
Right? Are you talking about me or Lily?
君の情報はいつも面白い。じゃあまた何かあればいつもの連絡方法で。
I took my leave from Orlok and quickly made my way back to the manor. After all, Dante asked to speak with me today.
今戻ったよ。それで話って。
ファルツォーネは教国を通してブルローネにおける大きな影響力を持っていた。
どうしたの急に。
教国はイタリア王国の司法にも圧力をかけている。
おかげでこの地は違い封建だけど、だからどうして。
その力は今や失われつつある。ドミニクは留置場の中で死んだ。公権力への干渉が弱くなっているのは明らかだ。ファルツォーネを守るためには彼女の存在が必要だ。
Oh man, Lily, we're in it deep now, Lily.
まさか。
ここに呼んだ。もうそろそろ来るはずだ。
I mean, they keep saying she, but like, that I don't know who else they'd be referring to.
説明は俺からする。ニコラも同席してくれ。彼女もその方が安心するだろう。
I don't know about any more.
わかった。
It was a bit earlier than I expected, but the time to act finally arrived. And I'm back, being sat in bed. I wish I could speak with Nicola like before. I want to hear his voice, but I squeezed the pillow in my arms and tried to turn a blind eye to reality. Dante called me to come to his office. Yeah, it's us.
入れ。
Bongiorno? Dante, Nicola, you're here too? Nicola, you're here too? I could tell they had something important to tell me from the tension in the air. So, you wanted to see me?
お前には何も知らせずに型をつけるつもりだったが。
ごめんね、ダンテ。そこまでだ。
What? Huh? Nicola suddenly cradled me gently into his outreached arm. But it wasn't a simple embrace. What? What? Whoa, what? Nicola! Oh my god! What's going on? I felt something cold and hard pressed against my forehead. It didn't take long for me to realize it was Nicola's. What's going on?
何の真似だ、ニコラ。
僕はファルツォーネを裏切る。
What? What?
あ、君はおとなしくしていてね。
Oh my
暴れ
god.
たら僕はためらわずに引き金を引く。
Whoa!
もちろんダンテも同じだよ。指一本でも動かせば、僕はこの子を撃つ。
What's going on here? Oh my god, like assault, my god. Wow, it's time to stay put. Yeah, probably for the best. Oh my... What is going on? I know this whole time I've been like, there's no way Nicola's as nice as he is, but... What? What? This out of nowhere? Leaving the mafia? You just seem so dedicated. An image crossed my mind. An image of Nicola so easily punishing the man in the cell without any remorse. If I tried to fight him, he would probably pull the trigger without hesitation. I couldn't move a single muscle. Why is this happening? What is Nicola trying to do? I couldn't tell what he was planning, or even fathom what was going on in his mind.
君が冷静で助かるよ。
I couldn't see his face, but I felt like he was smiling. Oh my god. Nicola kept the gun on me, then moved away from Dante with me alongside him. What is happening?
次に目が覚めたとき、お互い生きていられるといいね。
What? Please, you have to... Before I could finish, he placed a cloth over my mouth. What is happening? I could tell it was soaked with something, and I felt my mind going hazy. The haze overtook me, and my legs started to give. I heard footsteps coming towards us. I can only assume the men here were coming to investigate what was happening. And that was all I could remember. Dude, what? My head. I am beyond baffled right now. I feel something warm under me like a bed. I slowly raised myself up. What in the world was happening? I looked around to see a beautiful room. I wasn't sure where I was, but... I suddenly remembered what happened.
おはよう。目が覚めたみたいだね。
Hey! You kidnapped me. Sitting next to me was Nicola. I quickly moved back.
顔色があまり良くないね。エスプレッソでも入れようか。
Where are we?
ああ、君はラテの方が好きだよね。砂糖とミルクたっぷりの。
Quit acting all nice. Nicola?
どうしたの？大きい声を出して。
I think you know why. Where am I? Nicola calmly looked at me with his usual smile.
ここはビスコンティだよ。
Why are we with the Visconti? What? Visconti? Why did Nicola bring me here? Why did Nicola betray the Falzoni family? I didn't understand at all what was going on in his mind. Same girl, same. New chapter? Oh my. Chapter 4. What is going on? Without any explanation, Nicola took me into another room. There were two men inside. One wore glasses and looked intelligent. The other was Gilbert.
ようこそビスコンティへ。俺の自己紹介は必要か？
I know who you are. I remember you, Senor Redford.
堅苦しいのは好かないんだ。ギルでいい。そっちのメガネはわかるか？
No.
あいつはオリバー・ハース、弁護士だ。法律はもとより金勘定にも強くてな。うちの金庫番だ。
The man named Oliver looked at me and formally bowed his head. I bowed to him as well.
じゃ、早速本題に入るとするか。あんたは何も聞かされちゃいねえんだろ
No, I'm so in the dark. I haven't.
説明する時間がなかったからね。
どうかと思うぜ。イタリア男たるものを女性には優しくしねえとな。
Well, I was kind of knocked out.
ひどいな。僕だって普段は優しいよ。
Except when you knocked me
リリー
out.
嫌われちゃったかな。
Nicola shrugged and chuckled since I didn't respond. Seeing him act as he usually did made me almost forget that I was with the Visconti.
話を戻そう。簡単に言うと、ニコラはファルツォーネを裏切って俺についた。
Why?
裏切り者はまた裏切るかもしれない。その危惧はいつまでも続くものだ。だから我々の身内でもニコラを招き入れることに抵抗がある者が多い。だがニコラはそんな連中を黙らせる手土産を持ってきた。
それがあんただ。リリアーナ・アドルナート。
Me?
突拍子もない話だろうが、まずは聞いてくれ。何でもあんたは教国にとって特別な意味を持つ存在なんだそうだ。
Why?
で、教国はあんたのことを保護したがってる。
Special? Me?
そうだ。
The church.
あ
Wait. What are they talking about? I was better with disbelief. This is all a terrible misunderstanding. I'm not special. I just live at the church. I've never heard a single person tell me anything
だ
otherwise.
が少なくとも教国が君に価値を見出しているのは事実だ。
How?
君を拉致しようとした動きも元をたどれば教国絡みだったからね。
What do you mean? I thought that was the Laoshu and their human trafficking.
教国の行為の聖職者であるヨゼフ・フォン・ロズベルグ教。彼とラオ州の間にはつながりがある。ブルローネで起こっていた若い女の子を狙った誘拐事件はラオ州が君を探す際の副産物だろうね。
Why? So the Laoshu targeted orphans because
もっと
they're looking for
ラオ
Lily?
州は君のこともロズベルグに売りつけようとしていたみたいだけど。
This can't be true.
ファルツォーネはかなり前からこの話を嗅ぎつけてたらしいな。だからあんたを厳重に保護してた。た
Custody.
だの何の価値もねえ娘だったらどうにでもできたはずだろう。わざわざファルツォーネの屋敷にかくまわなくても隠れ家を使うなり別の土地に移すなりな。大事な本拠地カポの手元に意味なく置いておくわけがねえ。
I glanced at Nicola.
じゃあ気をつけてね。君が無事でいてくれて安心した。急いで来てよかったよ。
Has Nicola been looking out for me since the very beginning because of this? Why are we important though? I didn't want to believe it, but the more I thought about it, the more sense it made. Keeping me at the Falzoni Manor under their care, living in that extravagant room, it's all because I had value, and that guy wanting to kill us.
そういうわけでビスコンティはニコラとあんたを受け入れることにした。あんたの存在が教国にとってどんな価値を持つのかは知らねえ。うちは教国との間に直接のパイプがあるわけじゃねえからな。だが俺たちにとってはあんたを所有してることそのものに意味がある。ま、ファルツォーネと教国に対する人質みたいなもんだな。
我々はラオ州に代わってロズベルグ教、ヒードは教国と取引がしたい。何せ教国という後ろ盾を得たラオ州は随分羽振りが良さそうだからな。
ファルツォーネもラオ州もあんたを狙ってる。だから今すぐにはあんたをこの屋敷から出すわけにはいかねえ。
All the mafias want me.
だが俺はあんたを客人として丁重に扱うことを約束しよう。
So, how long do I have to stay here?
俺の目的が叶うまで。
How long is that gonna take? His words were bold and resolute. Your goal?
それは君にとって知る必要のないことだ。
Gilbert tapped Oliver's shoulder as if to reprimand him for replying coldly to me.
教国を後ろ盾に得てラオ州とファルツォーネを潰しこの町を取る。それが俺の目的だ。
事実 君を手に入れたと匂わせたらロズベルグ卿は早々に交渉の席に着くことを了承してくれた。ことが動き出せばそう時間はかからずに進んでいくだろう。
全部終わったらあんたは自由だ。好きなとこに行けばいい。
Everything I had heard up until now was hard to believe. I had never even considered being anything more than what I was. Yeah, why is she important? I'm still confused why Nicola betrayed Dante. But right now, instead of all the words they spun together, something else concerned me. Of all people, why would Nicola betray Dante? That's what I just said! Why did he betray the Falzone? After our talk, Nicola brought me back to the room where I had woken up earlier. Nicola, I'm not special at all.
当然だね。君はただの人間だよ。
Huh? Nicola doesn't see me as the special someone they were talking about. Hearing that brought me a sigh of relief.
だけど、君がどう思うと、事実峡谷は君に価値を見出しているし、ファルツォーネもそれを真実だと思っている。
But
なぜ峡谷が君に価値を見出しているのか、僕たちにとってその理由は重大じゃない。その事実だけで双方にとって君は重要人物なんだ。だからこそ君はいい取引材料になる。
there's a lot I didn't understand. Yeah, you and me both. I'm confused. But there was one thing I really wanted to find out from Nicola. Nicola, Gilbert and Oliver aren't around now. So can you tell me something? Why are you doing all of this? I whispered my question to him, but
何も話すことはないよ。ああ、ここから逃げ出そうなんて思わないようにね。
look, you basically kidnapped me. I do have the right to know. Bye. And with that, Nicola turned his back and walked toward the door. Wait! I reached out and grabbed his arm. You care for Dante more than the Falzone family itself. I wasn't at the manor that long, and even I could see that. I'm sure you have a reason for bringing me here. Does the Visconti have something against you? Or is this part of your plan? I'm sure there's a good reason why.
随分と甘い考えだね。僕は僕自身の意志でファルツォーネを裏切ったのに。
But why?
ファルツォーネにはもう未来がないんだ。カビ臭い伝統に縛られたまま変わることを恐れている。
You can't be serious.
ダンテがいくら頑張ったところで未来は変わらない。彼は所詮お飾りのカポだ。あれは遠からず瓦解する組織だよ。だったらせめて僕の手で引導を渡してあげようって思ってもおかしくはないだろ。
No, you're not that kind of person. Nicola. You're kind. You're kind and you don't betray Dante. I know we've only gotten to know each other recently, but I know that you're very kind at heart.
僕が優しい人間だって認識がそもそもの勘違いだよ。
You were good to me from the very moment I came under the Falzone's care. And you stood guard over my room.
あれは君が勝手に勘違いしただけ。君が部屋を出ようとした時に偶然僕が通りかかった、それだけのことだ。君は僕のことを何度も優しいって言っていたけど、全部勝手な思い込みだよ。
Nicola coldly refuted my words.
以前君はこう言ったよね。
Does that mean you're not approaching me as a part of the mafia, but rather approaching me as an individual? Yeah, I don't think you answered that question.
あれは君の勝手な誤解だよ。僕はその言葉を肯定していない。あの夜君を助けたのも、君が峡谷にとって価値のある人間だからだ。こうして利用するために優しくしていただけで、それ以外の理由はないよ。
Nicola, I was at a loss for words at his coldness.
どちらにしろ、僕は裏切り者だ。近いうちに始末されるだろう。ファルツォーネのカポであるダンテに、もしくは僕を快く思わないビスコンティの誰かにね。
But
とにかく僕は最後までビスコンティに協力するつもりだ。
Nicola freed himself from my grasp and made his way quickly out of the room. But everyone around him just seemed to also think that he cared about Dante and the family, and just from what I've seen about him, he was like so particular about the rules and all this stuff. Like, I don't know. There's gotta be some like deeper reason to this. There in that empty room, a thought crossed my mind. I recalled the night I first stayed at the Falzone Manor. Nicola said it was a coincidence, but there's no way he would have been around at that hour. Even if he wasn't keeping watch, he must have been coming by every so often to check. Right. I don't know, is he trying to put distance between us? Not only that, he made a cup of warm milk for me that night. The fact that he cared enough to do that was something he couldn't deny. It was the day after I was brought to the Visconti. I drearily awoke from a restless sleep. I don't have any choice but to stay here. What would happen to me if I tried to escape? All I could imagine was that it wouldn't lead to a happy ending. They told me that I could walk freely within the manor, but I still feel like a caged bird. I didn't feel well back when I first stayed with the Falzone either, but Nicola and the others all tried their best to make me feel at home. I was walking around the hallway when I noticed something. Where's that coming from? What? I heard laughter and cheering and began making my way toward the sound. Look, as long as they just don't play that cheering sound effect from earlier.
おめでとうやったな
What is going on? I peeked inside the lounge to find a bunch of people laughing and cheering.
おリリーあんたも来いよ
What? I didn't know how Gil knew I was peeking in, but he immediately dragged me into the room.
こいつの結婚が決まったんだあんたも祝ってやってくれ
Oh, congratulations.
グラッツェいい家庭を築けるように頑張らねえとな
Congrats, Visconti family B.
そいつは大事な心がけだなあんまり嫁さんに心配かけんじゃねえぞ
もちろんだギルもさっさと嫁もらえよ引く手あまただろ
世の中には素敵な女性が溢れすぎてるなかなか心を決められねえんだ
Yeah, I'm not on his route, so he can't get hitched yet.
さすがギル選ぶ側の余裕だよなそれ
そんなことねえよ惚れた相手に選んでもらえるかが勝負だろ
The ruckus here. It's different from the Falzone family. They're so open and frank with each other. To be honest, I wasn't fond of the Visconti. What scared me about them wasn't my abduction, but rather what I'd heard back when I was at the Falzone Manor. About the Berlone Mafia being killed, and Dante's suspicion of the Visconti behind it. That sentence was worded weird. But they all look so happy. Wait, where's Nicola? Looking sad over here. I looked around and noticed Nicola standing quietly in the corner. He wasn't mingling with the Visconti, and neither were they speaking to him. Nicola betrayed his family, so it seems like the Visconti members didn't see him in a good light. Oh, Nicola, what have you done?
お前の裏切りでファルツォーネは大騒ぎらしいな
まあそうだろうね
ラオ州の方は目立った動きはないが例の件については相変わらずだ組織を問わず被害者が出てる犠牲者の数は右肩上がりだ
Maybe it's not anyone from any mafia. Maybe it's like I would say third party, but there's 3 mafias, so a 4th party.
幹部級の人間も標的になっているしね
ファルツォーネのカポレジームの件やはり一連の構成員殺しと関係がありそうか
死体を見る限りはおそらくやっぱりこれはどこの組織の仕業でもないよいろいろ調べてみたけどブルローネマフィア以外の何者かがこの件に噛んでいるとしか思えない
We can't come to the same conclusion then.
それが事実なら各々の組織がバラバラに動くのは効率が悪いな一度話をした方が早いか
I froze hearing Gilbert's words.
どうしたニコラ
聞き間違えたのかな今 組織同士で話し合いをしようって言った？まさか僕がビスコンティに来た理由忘れているわけじゃないよね？
ああ、もちろんだ。お前はファルツォーネを潰したいんだろう。だがそれには準備が必要だ。ファルツォーネを叩いてる間にラオ州に襲われたらどうなる？しかもブルローネマフィア以外にも敵がいるかもしれねえってたった今お前が言ったんだぜ。下手に動けば俺たちはそいつに背中から撃たれるかもしれね
え。違わない。君が正しいよ、ギルバート。僕はせいていた。
His words made me realize that I wasn't thinking clearly about my goal.
ニコラの気持ちもわかるさ。
I mean, I know you say it's to get rid of the Falcone, but I don't know if I believe it. He laughed in an effort to console me. I've no clue what's happening. It had already been 2 weeks since I began staying with the Visconti. Time flies. Searching for his whereabouts in the manor had become a daily chore for me. Nicola, there you are. I'm glad I found him today. He had been busy since coming here, and I hadn't had much of a chance to talk with him. I spoke with Gil how I was getting bored, so he allowed me to use his kitchen. So I was wondering if you could tell me where we could dine together. I'll make your favorite food then.
ギルね。ずいぶん仲良くなったみたいでよかったよ。
You were here when he told me to call him that. Well, he did tell me to call him that. You were there when he said it, weren't you? Literally what I just said. He looked away from me as I stuttered, then spoke nonchalantly to me.
あいにくだけど、僕の予定はわからないことが多いからね。僕の好きなものなんて気にせず、ギルバートの好きなものでも作ってあげたら喜ぶんじゃないかな。
Nicola? My shoulders fell in disappointment, hearing his unfriendly tone.
よ、ニコラ。今から留置場に行く。お前も一緒に来てくれねえか。
いいよ。じゃあ、君はおとなしくしていてね。
Sure. Meanwhile, racist. Who am I? It just says others. I'm assuming I'm either Marco or Roberto. I was looking through the papers at my desk while taking a smoke when...
Marco! 大変です!
I'm Marco. He ran into my room and caused a breeze that blew the papers off my desk.
ロビ、お前な。
一刻を争うので走りました。大変です、マルコ。
それはもう聞いた。落ち着け。
Roberto combed his hair with his fingers and took a deep breath before
た
speaking.
った今、ギルバート・レッドフォードが留置場を訪れました。
ああ。警察にプレッシャーをかけがてら面会にでも来たか。
問題は、そのレッドフォードがニコラ・フランチェスカを連れていたんです。
そうか。
マルコ。驚いていませんね。
Marco seems like pretty chill about it.
いや、驚いてるさ。まさか、あのニコラがビスコンティに。なあ。
マルコが何か非公式な情報源を持っているのは知っています。あなたは警察に情報が入るより早く何か掴んでいたのでは。正直に話してください、マルコ。
やれやれ。
This is going to be a pain. Then again, he'll find out sooner than later.
どうやらニコラはファルツォーネを裏切ったらしい。これからはビスコンティの人間なんだそうだ。だからお前も今後はそのつもりでな。
Roberto was glaring at me.
そんな重要な情報をなぜ教えてくれなかったんです？
言ってどうする？
I tapped my cigarette on the edge of my ashtray as I responded in a calm manner.
誰が裏切っただの、どこに着いただのって。俺たちは警察だろ、ロッピー。マフィアの内情なんて関係ねえだろう。
確かに、どこの組織に就こうが犯罪者は犯罪者ですが。
Roberto seemed to have accepted my response, though somewhat reluctantly. Suddenly, he raised his head and looked at me.
マルコ、彼女が今どうしているかわかりますか？
You care about me, Roberto, huh?
彼女？
彼女は彼女ですよ。フランチェスカが大切な人だとか言っていた。
ああ、リリーか。
Roberto wasn't seeing Lily in a good light.
ロベルトはマフィア嫌いだからな。あの子のことも マフィアの情婦だのと誤解してたし。
Really? I was worried he'd misunderstand Lily if I explained her situation, but... How much do you know, Marco? He was going to find out one way or another. I sure didn't decide to speak the
ニ
truth.
コラはどうもあの子を連れてビスコンティに移ったようだな。
And how do you already know this? I could tell Roberto wasn't pleased. Judging by Nicola's association with Lily, she must have some value to him. Which also made sense as to why he would take her with him.
フランチェスカ、なぜよりによって彼女に執着するんだ？
あ？
Something wasn't right here.
よりによって彼女にっておい。
He was making it sound like he had special feelings for her. I think he does.
ロベルト、お前。ロベルトはあの子と大した話もしねえ程度の付き合いだったよな。
Honestly, that's what I thought too.
それとも俺の知らねえとこじゃ親しかったりす
I
る
mean, Lily makes it seem like they aren't even very close either. Just like, yeah, he hates me for some reason. Suddenly a thought crossed my mind. I often took Roberto to the church back when he first arrived in Berlone. I recalled that he seemed interested in Lily back then. I took a
い
deep
い
breath.
かロベルト。これは人生で長く役に立つ教訓だ。意中の女の子には優しくしてやれ。
いきなり何を言っているんですか、あなたは。
Poor Roberto, you don't have a route. You'll never get
と
Lily.
にかくだ。
I cleared my throat before speaking again. Roberto looked pretty irritated.
余計な真似だけはすんなよ。触らぬ神にたたりなし。
I'm sorry, what? What does that say?
あいつに近づくなと。
I'm surprised there wasn't like a terminology thing that popped up for that.
そうだ。ニコラはファルツオーネから睨まれる立場になっちまったからな。しばらくは静観しろ。下手に関わればお前まで巻き添えを食っちまう。
Roberto's shoulders were shaking. He seemed even angrier than before.
そんな男のそばに置かれている彼女は誰より危険な状態なのでは。なら今すぐにでも救出しなければ。市民を助けるのは警察の義務です。
ロッピー。
分かっています。ブルローネはマフィアが支配する町だ。
Roberto looked away from me and spoke as if he were trying to convince himself.
この町で警察にできることなんてたかが知れている。死にたくなければマフィアに逆らうな。犯罪には目をつむれ。それがこの町の生き方だと誰もが口を揃えて俺に言いました。しかし犯罪で人が幸せになれると。
Seeing that I wasn't saying anything, Roberto glared at me and began
警
yelling.
察が正義を守る立場の人間が
Justice!
そんな邪悪を認めてはいけない。俺は犯罪者を捕まえるために正義をなすために刑事になったんです。
Justice? Righteous? Keep that shit to yourselves. If you get what I was quoting, you're cool.
俺たち警察が正義が決して諦めなければ必ず悪を倒せるはずだ。
ロベルト、お前。
Roberto quickly turned around and stomped out of my office. I grabbed a dust-covered report from my desk. It was a transfer document from the Rome office about Roberto de Feo?
筆記試験はほぼ満点。実技も優秀。学歴、家柄も良しと申し分ない。ローマ市警での成績は若手の中では群を抜いている。だが、あいつの正義はどうも行き過ぎの嫌いがある。
Yeah, they were very on the nose about that note. He showed excessive violence against criminals. His life changed when he went off against the son of a politician. He was caught on a misdemeanor charge.
ほとぼりが冷めるまで、ローマ市警はロベルトを外に出すことにした。
And here he is in Berlone, a town run by the mafia. He would embrace the culture here and be nurtured into a fine officer. I bet that's what his superiors must have
し
thought.
かし、首都ローマのエリートがこんな偏僻な町に追いやられて。
I wasn't surprised he had problems here, especially with the place's
理
character.
解者もなく、しかもあいつが大嫌いな犯罪者の巣窟で過ごせとはな。
No wonder Roberto was frustrated. I lit a new cigarette and took a long deep breath.
昔から正義感が強いガキだったんだろうな。あいつは悪いやつじゃない。それは この数ヶ月あいつと組んできてよくわかってる。しかし手のかかるやつだ。
I chuckled and closed the report. Whoa! Oh my, really? What? Okay, difference.
なあニコラ、もう少し彼女に構ってやったらどうだ。
He's trying to put distance between us.
どうして？僕にはその必要がない。それにもうすぐ死ぬ人間と仲良くしても彼女にとって利益はないんじゃないかな。
あのな、
僕が生きていられるのもそう長くはない。ダンテは裏切り者を許さない。
But you're also his family.
アンダーボスだった男の裏切りを見過ごすなんてファミリーの名誉に関わるだろ。だから僕には時間がないんだ。君もせいぜい今のうちに僕をこき使っておくべきだね。
どう転ぶかはまだわからねえだろう。
君が本気でそう言っているなら見込み違いだったかもしれないな。君がダンテと並ぶ優れたカポだって思っていたのは僕の買いかぶりだった。
抜かせ。まあ見てろって。
And back again. Sure. I just could not get that last word out. Okay, it kills me to end this video here. We're apparently right about to see Nicola again. I'm hooked. This is what I've been waiting for. That scene where he kidnaps Lily and has her at gunpoint and knocks her out, and he betrayed the family. Oh my god, I was so shocked. I'm still not quite sure why he's doing this. I don't really believe the reason he gave. It just seemed like he really did care about the family and Dante. So I really just don't believe that he would just up and betray them like that for that kind of reason. I am a little sad to be here at the Visconti house just because I briefly mentioned it before, but I am the most intrigued by Dante. And now I don't get to see him anymore. I'm sure he will make a reappearance at some point in this route though. But yes, as much as it kills me, we're gonna go ahead and end today's video here. I'm so intrigued. I can't wait to see what happens next. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. And yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!